Hi, welcome. I'm Priscilla Batzell. This is Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery's demonstrations and tutorials. Let's have some fun. This is another 18 by 24 inch canvas. You should be getting used to this by now. And this is my Dazzling White from DecoArt, which I need to make more of soon. Which just fills in some of the background for me and adds a layer of slickness. And I usually smear it out so it dries fairly quickly, which is something I like about that. Plus it gives me some strange shapes for inspiration. It'll take me a minute to do this. Obviously get my canvas positioned correctly so it stops running into the back wall. I've got an idea that I want to use cerulean blue and that I want to work in stages. Lots of times I think I'm going to work in stages and layers and it doesn't really work out. I wind up finishing a painting, so we'll see what happens when the time comes. But in the meantime, I want to spread out everything that I can, because I'm not unhappy if it dries. I like organic shapes, and this is the easiest way for me to get them, is to not think too much about it and just go for it. I'm really covering way more of the canvas than I imagined I was going to do, but that's okay. Just get rid of the last of the paint. Should have fast forwarded through that, honestly. So I've got Pebeo Iridescent Blue Green also. Which I'm inclined to use some of. I'm going to start shy of the whole canvas because I like to pick up the paint on my spatula. I haven't used this in a long time, and I used to really love it, so I'm looking forward to trying it again. But I think I ought to wipe off my spatula, and I did wet my studio sponge. Always a good idea. Then I have to dry it. I'm inclined to mix it up like that. Cross over some boundaries. I'm really being called to purple. I'm going to give myself some Whispering Wisteria. Oh, I found something that needs to be picked up. It's hard to put your bottles down when you have no space and an 18 by 24 inch canvas. Now I don't mind a little bit of color on my spatula when I go to smear the next color. I definitely like working with the negative space that you can hardly see, but it's there. I think I'm going to go for the Whispering Wisteria some more. kind of want some darker purple, and I've got some Snapdragon. Maybe I ought to just pull the top right off. Because I wasn't having much luck with it the last time I tried. We'll take what we can get and hope for the best. Try and get the glop off the top. Close it back up again. No paint chips, no Klingons. I do like the drag marks. I think I mentioned that quite frequently. Oh, put the bottle in the wrong spot. I'm being called to Blue Velvet, which would really not be a bad thing, I don't think. Definitely like the Whispering Wisteria, but the Snapdragon kind of took over. I still want to use black. I still want to do all kinds of things that I may or may not get to because things progress at such a pace that I can't really predict where they're actually going to go. But I definitely want more. I wanted some orange too. So maybe rather than Blue Velvet, maybe some Midnight Shadow. I still haven't got there yet, so and I'm having fun. I have no regrets as far as putting down more Whispering Wisteria goes. I usually want some gold by now. Maybe some silver would be a good idea. If I can lay my hands on it. There, no, that's the white. Where'd the silver go? There it is. And it's plugged, which is not unusual. But sometimes, if I'm lucky, like now, I can get some to come out. I'll come back for more of that if I want it. And I'm still going to leave the Colourarte on my spatula. I'm beginning to crave the black. If I catch things quick enough, I'll have an opportunity to use a toothy tool, but there's no guarantee. And if it dries, and I put another layer on, I can always come back and add more texture with a toothy tool, or what I call a toothy tool. I like the stripe there. I think I want to do that. Not sure where. I guess here. Now that was with the turquoise. That was with the cobalt. No. Cerulean blue. Don't know if I want that in there twice. Let's try a little black. To start, I guess I decided to go ahead and use my tool early on because I suspect things will dry. I may lose some of this if I add more color. My intention is to add more color, so I might be jumping the gun, but gotta start somewhere, and this is where I'm starting. I want some more purple, but I'm inclined toward the Rhapsody Rose for whatever reason. Ooh, that was a lot. It's alright, it'll mix with the other colors. Mostly. Here I'm already thinking it looks like it's done to a point. I like the line, but I think I'm going to go ahead and take my chances. I have a small spatula head. quiet because I'm focused, so I apologize for being quiet. Kind of want to put some paint down in a dish, and I have a dish handy, but it's not going to be within your vision. So let me take my paint, and it's off camera, and I'm sorry about that, but I don't have a choice because I've really not got the room to spare. I might even want to use my small silicone rubber brush, or one of them anyway. I like how the edge of the spatula works. It's not hurting my feelings a bit. There's a lot of strange stuff going on in here. And I like it. This is me just dipping my spatula, taking my chances with whatever I get out of there as far as a mark goes. I shouldn't threaten to do something and then not try it. So I'm going to grab a small silicone brush. I guess it turned out to be less about dipping into the paint and more about removing it. Seem to be having a bird theme recently. Certain of my shapes look like birds to me. I'm going to have to call it pretty quick. Come back if I'm going to come back. I want some more of that paint. Hi, this is Priscilla. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And if you'd like to be super helpful, please join the membership. My art is for sale, I'm here to help. If you have questions, feel free to ask. I have 2 books on paint pouring. They're found in the Amazon link, and the Amazon link is found on the link tree in the description underneath the video. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you come again. Bye for now. Priscilla out.